This was the first time young Godzilla ever set foot on land. It may have looked clumsy, but the entire nation instantly fell into panic. Just moments ago, a massive blast shook Tokyo Bay. The underwater tunnel collapsed in an instant, flooded with red liquid, leaving countless cars trapped inside. Meanwhile, Godzilla followed the river into the city, strutting right onto the streets. People screamed and ran for their lives, but its movements were slow, so casualties were minimal for now. Red fluid kept oozing from its gills. Buildings along its path crumbled. Cars parked on the roadside were crushed, and the economic damage was staggering. The government, left with no plan, had no choice but to order an evacuation. But in the chaos, traffic broke down. People had to flee on foot. Godzilla kept marching straight ahead, destroying anything that blocked its way. Some never escaped in time, and were buried alive in the rubble. Officials watched in horror. At this pace, all of Tokyo could be leveled. With no other option, the Prime Minister called in the self-defense force. 4 helicopters lifted off at once, and for a moment, people felt relieved, believing the monster could be taken down. But then, Godzilla frowned in its tracks. It struggled to lift its body, trying to stand for the first time, only to crash back to the ground. As the crowd watched in confusion, it pushed up on its hind legs again, its body twisted in strange ways. Then, in the next moment, Godzilla finally stood tall. 2 forelimbs sprouted from its body, marking another terrifying evolution. It let out a triumphant roar, no longer a crawling creature, but a towering beast onto legs. Its steps were shaky, but its threat had grown even greater. Just as the helicopters prepared to fire, 2 elderly civilians were spotted in the line of fire. After a long pause, the Prime Minister called off the strike, putting civilians' safety above all else. Godzilla only stared at them in confusion, then lowered its gaze to the glowing red spines on its back, as if realizing something was wrong. With clear frustration, it turned away, charged toward the shoreline, and finally disappeared into the depths of Tokyo Bay.